Have you ever actually stopped to think about a shopping cart? I mean, really look at it. It's just there, right? A silent partner on every grocery run. But hiding in plain sight under that simple metal frame is this whole world of incredible, deliberate engineering. Just think about that for a second. What if there's a vehicle you use every single week, maybe even more, that has a huge impact on how much money you spend, how you move around, and even how you feel while you're using it?
Yep, that's the one. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret life of the humble shopping cart. We're going to break down the hidden designs, the very specific choices, and the hard data that make this everyday object an absolute master of the retail world.
So yeah, we call it a humble shopping cart. But honestly, it's so much more than just a basket with some wheels slapped on. Once you start looking closer, you realize every single piece is there for a very specific reason.
And to really get its genius, we need to basically perform an autopsy on a classic model. Let's get in there and unpack the design of this retail workhorse to see what really makes it tick.
So, the designers are in this constant balancing act. They're trying to juggle four big things all at once. First, it has to be super strong and durable, right? It's going to get slammed around all day. It also has to be safe for you and for the store itself. Then, they want to maximize how much stuff you can fit in it. And finally, it has to play nice with the store's layout. It has to be store-friendly.
And here's where you see those goals turn into actual features. That seamless welded frame, it's not just for looks, it adds strength and stops rust. Those little plastic bumpers on the corners, total lifesavers for the store's shelves and displays. And that little hook for a purse or a bag, that is 100% a strategic choice to keep the main basket clear for more items. Even the wheels, those 5-inch non-marking wheels, are specifically chosen so they don't scuff up the nice shiny floors.
And get this, it's not even just about function. The designers are thinking about aesthetics, about the vibe. This is a direct quote from a manufacturer's spec sheet. They're calling their cart retro chic and a stylish addition. It just goes to show you that even the look of the cart is a calculated decision meant to shape your shopping experience. But okay, of course, not every shopping trip is that huge once-a-week stock-up. And stores absolutely know this. That's why they offer different carts for different missions. It's all about giving you the right tool for the job. You can really see this when you put two different models side by side. You've got your traditional workhorse on one end, like the E180, built for that massive haul, and on the complete other end of the spectrum, you have a compact specialist, like the E-Express 4546, which is made for a totally different kind of trip.
Now, the genius of this two-basket model is how it solves those little annoyances we all have when shopping. It lets you separate things, so your loaf of bread doesn't get completely flattened by a watermelon. And that tray on the bottom, perfect for bulky stuff, like a case of drinks, which frees up the top baskets for everything else. It's this super functional design that actually makes you want to grab a cart, even if you're just running in for a few things.
Okay, so these different design ideas, big haul versus quick trip, they're not just abstract concepts. This is a game of inches, and you can see it plain as day when you look at the hard data, the actual specifications for each cart.
All right, let's break this down. Here we have three traditional style carts. The first thing that jumps out is shopping capacity. That's literally how much stuff you can buy. It goes from just under 12,000 cubic inches all the way up to over 21,000. But here's the trade-off. As the capacity goes up, so does the width. And look at the nesting distance. That's how much space each cart takes up when they're all stacked together. So a bigger cart means less room in the aisle and more storage space the store has to give up.
And here's that capacity difference in a picture. I mean, look at that. The large Classic holds almost double what the standard wire cart does. And that is not an accident. Think about it. A bigger cart subtly pushes you to fill it. If your cart still looks half empty, you might just be tempted to toss in a few more things.
Now let's zoom in on this one number, 21.46 inches. That's the width of that narrowest cart we looked at. So why is that specific number so important? Well, because as the manufacturer themselves say, that width fits most aisles while maintaining maximum shopping capacity. It is the perfect sweet spot. A game of inches, literally, designed to let you navigate tighter stores without making you feel like you can't buy anything. So when you put all these little pieces together, a new picture starts to form.
you realize the cart isn't just a simple tool for you. It's an incredibly sophisticated piece of equipment, engineered for the entire retail environment and designed for your dollars.
So, the next time you walk into a store and grab a cart, just think for a second about what it really is. It's a durable tool, built to take a beating. It's a safety shield, protecting the store's property. It's a subtle enabler, quietly encouraging you to spend more. And it's an efficient partner to the store, shaped perfectly for its environment.
Every single part of it, from the wheels on the floor to the handle in your hands, is a deliberate choice. It's an object that's designed to feel simple while it quietly guides your every move. And that kind of leaves us with one last question. Now that you can see the hidden life of the shopping cart, what else in the store is designed to guide you without you ever even noticing?